Hey everyone, I'm Macy, and I design under the name Quaint Rose Needle Arts. This is going to be my, what is it called? Needlework Marketplace reveal video. So it's just going to be about the new things that are coming out at the end of August, here in a week, next week, and the August 23rd. So I've seen a lot of shops doing pre-orders and stuff like that. So if you see anything in this video that you like, you should be able to pre-order it from your favorite LNS or ONS online needlework store or local needlework store, because they're the ones that will order it for you. So yeah, I guess I will just start showing them. The lighting in here is really bad today, but I guess this is just how it's going to be because this is when I could find the time to do it. And also, the neighbors are having a new roof put on, so there's a lot of little noises going on outside, and it's a little bit annoying, so sorry that's happening too. But, so I'm going to try to remember to tell you everything about these pieces, and hopefully we can see them okay with the lighting like it is. I don't know why there's like a giant shadow right here right now, but I don't know, so we'll do the best we can. So the first one I'm holding, and these are in no particular order, I'm just going to pick up what I can reach. So this one, see, it's so dark, is Spooky Mansion. I wanted you to be able to see it good, but it's putting a big shadow on it. This is Spooky Mansion. I stitched this on 40 count Grandpa's sleeve by XG Designs, and I used Classic Colorworks and DMC. And I'm just going to go ahead and say that all of my designs have a DMC alternative. So if you don't want to use the fancy flosses, the overdyed flosses, you don't have to. The stitch count is 125 wide by 92 high. So it's just a cute little spooky sampler. And see if you can get in close and see the fence is really fun. And I put it in this fun chunky frame. So there's that guy. Let's see. I'll go ahead and grab this one. So this one, my daughter helped me design, or maybe I should say I helped her design it, because she drew the picture for it and I just charted it. So this is Fall Sweet Fall, and it is stitched on 40 count. I think it could be 46 count, I don't know, it's really small, but I was trying to stitch it on 36 count, but it ended up being labeled wrong. So I think it's 40 count, possibly 46 count. It's really tight, but it's Hawthorn by Needle and Flax. And this one, I used these Cottage Garden threads, which I really like these threads. They're really fun to use. This one I bought, it's part of the Stitchers palettes that they sell in all different colors, color ranges. This one is, you know, kind of fall colors. This is the Fireplace Stitchers palette. I got mine from Top Knot Stitcher, which is where I've gotten all the Cottage Garden threads that I've used in designs. And I did ask her if she was going to keep carrying them, and she said she had some on order, and she has the skeins individually. So they are listed in the pattern, of course, which ones I used. And since they are variegated, which you probably won't be able to tell on the camera, this one is the most variegated. This one is the fireplace one. It has all 3 of the colors in it. So this one does not have, you know, anything that matches it. No conversion for this. But I did do an over-dye conversion for the other ones because they are so variegated. DMC just didn't match any of them. So you can see there's the fireplace I used in the berries and just all the other variegation. All the yellow is the gilt cottage garden threads. She drew this cottage looking house, so I gave it a straw roof, which is fun. We just have a flower border, chickens, little farmer feeding chickens, and was in her drawing, and the horse and the cornfield. She had to have the cornfield in it. Yeah. So this one is fun fall stitch, and the colors are really fun and bright and just fun. I like the bright colors, which you might notice in most of my new designs. I feel like they're quite colorful. Let me find the stitch count. I have the back covers of the patterns. Okay, this stitch count is 243 wide by 205 high. So the only specialty threads are those 4, and the rest of it is stitched in DMC. And that is Fall, Sweet Fall. Okay, find somewhere safe to set these. Have a disaster going on in my office, trying to get all this stuff done. So the next one I'm going to show you is stitching Maiden. And this one is another really fun, colorful stitch. It's stitched on 36 count Sleeping Bear by Needle and Flex. I just love Needle and Flex linens. They're so pretty. Sorry, I'm running out of breath. I'm at this point 38 weeks pregnant and I cannot breathe. Okay. Take a breath for a minute. You can look at this. It is completely stitched in hand-dyed threads. The Gentle Arts and Classic Colorworks. DMC is provided as a conversion. But yeah, there's the stitching Maiden. Let me see her stitch count is, here it is, it's 165 wide by 186 high, and I had a lot of fun stitching her. Yeah, I just think she's so pretty. And the greenhouse has these fun vines coming down with little French knot leaves on it, which I think is just a fun detail. I gave her a pearl necklace, a measuring tape headband, and just like a samplery kind of border for the scissors to hang on, and a tomato on top, holding a tomato with some thimbles hanging from it, and a needle in her hand. So there is my stitching Maiden, and I really love the way that she turned out. Oh, I stitched the floor with Smyrna crosses. I don't know if you can see that. instead of just cross stitch. But of course, you know, you can do just cross stitch. But I think that Smyrna's are actually faster. That frame is for some reason turning my hands black. Okay, the next framed thing I have, get this cat hair off of it, is Marybanon, I think. Banon. I'm not entirely sure how you pronounce that, but I do believe it's from Wales because I looked up the town on it, which is really funny. I don't know how you say it. To me, it looks like panty fine on. I have no idea how you say it, but it sounds hilarious. But it says that March 1870 was a village in a town in Wales that is now abandoned because of landslides. If it's the same one that is described on the sampler. And that's, you know, all I have about this one. But I loved this antique because of the purple background. I don't have the antique right now to show you, but the entire background was stitched in purple. And the flowers are just really cool. They're just blobby flowers, and I really liked them. So it's just a cute little bird with some corner flowers. Of course, you don't have to stitch it on a crazy fabric like this. You could do a neutral. But I love the excuse to stitch something on something crazy like that. It's different. So its stitch count is 166 wide by 148 high, and it's stitched on 36 count Tibu China or something like that from Fox and Rabbit. I don't know, it's another weird word. It's all in DMC. So, easy to kit up. I've seen this fabric at Needlework stores, so hopefully it won't be too hard to find if you want to stitch it on purple. But I would also love to see it stitched on a neutral. I would have if I had more time, just to see what it looks like on a more neutral color. Okay, so the next one I'm going to show you is the next part of Anne Hughes, which is the bottom, which is the Adam and Eve. Several people have asked me when this was going to be released, and it is being released this weekend, so if you're waiting for it, to hang it with your Anne Hughes Woodfield house, which I also got out just to show you because they go together. What? And they look so cute together, like they look really cute together hanging. So much smaller. I didn't get the big sampler out to show you because it's humongous, it's right there. And there's no way I'm holding it with this big baby Billy, so here is the next part, which is the only other part I'm reproducing right now. And like I said in my last video, I don't know if the entire one will be, the entire sampler together will ever be reproduced, just because it's giant and I don't know. People seem to like the little sampler snippets right now, because there's so much for us to stitch and so little time to stitch it. So this is stitched with it uses the same colors, but not all of the colors that are in Anne Hughes. It uses less of the colors. So it's on 35 count Chestnut by Weeks Dye Works, and there's just one added color, which is the green for the tree. Other than that, if you stitched Anne Hughes Woodfield house, you can use the same colors for the rest of it. And this one does not use the cottage garden threads that is used in this one, which is used in the pots for the variegation look. And this one is pretty small. and you can stitch it up really fast. I had wanted to stitch it on a lighter color because I know there are several people that would have liked seen it stitched on a lighter color, the Ann Hughes sampler. But I was going to stitch it on a lighter color and turn it into a drum on a smaller count fabric, but I just didn't have time. But I think that would also be a really cute finish for it. It is only 170 wide by 89 high, so it's really adorable, and I love the little skinnier frame. And the flower pots, little butterflies, Adam and Eve the snake. Super cute, fun, and fast, and it looks really cute with the wood-filled house. So if you stitch them both, hang them together, and they look great together. Well, if the lighting in here was good, I could show you, but it's not working out today, as it turns out. Uh-oh, I have a disaster. Okay, I'm going to show you the last frame thing before I get to the non-frame things. Sorry about the squeaking. I'm sitting on a exercise ball. Okay, so this one is another reproduction. It's Anna Marybanon, 1786. And it's just a handful of colors. It's all DMC on 40 count, Up in the Attic by Fox and Rabbit. Am I showing you this? It's a little bit long, so it's hard to see. I can't see what I'm doing. If I put my face in it, it won't clear up. So it just has some fun samplery motifs and a little alphabet. And I loved the colored scissors on this one. This is my oldest antique that I have, and so I was excited to reproduce it. I do have the antique right here, but it has glass, so I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to show you, or if it's just going to glare off of everything. It might just be a little peek, but you can see how dark it is. And there's the pretty colorful scissors. But yeah, there's the antique. It's hard to see. It's hard to see in real life. It's so dark, and well, it's really old. It's from 1786. It's got some holes, and it's just really faded into the fabric. So I did keep the colors really similar. I just tried to make it so that you could see everything on it. So now we can see everything that is on Anna's sampler. So I lined the fabric a bit and just made the colors a tad bit brighter, but they are still really similar to the original. And I gave it a similar color frame, even though that one has been framed professionally for preservation. So I didn't take it out of its frame because I didn't want to mess that up. So it's not an antique frame, and I didn't tell you the stitch count on it. Did say that it is all DMC. Its stitch count is actually 243 wide by 115 high. So it's also quick, and a quick stitch. Well, since this one is sitting here closest to me, I'll show you my Scarecrow spool set. So here's my Scarecrow. This little guy was so fun to stitch and design. He's got a little plaid shirt on. He's got straw hair, straw hands. I just gave him some flowers and leaves. And all of these fabric parts of this cross stitch are all on 36 count Sleeping Bear. by Needle and Flax. So then I have the spools. These spools are handmade by my husband, and it's got the little black bird on the side. And this is something that the spools are something that we hope to have in my Etsy store, so if and when I design on them, you can get them to be able to finish things easily. So I just wanted this one to have a little frayed look. I just sewed it to some interfacing so it'd be a little thicker, and I left the edges raw so they would just fray a little bit. But yeah, there's the whole design around. It says harvest. The pumpkin on top is on perforated paper, 18 count. I just glued it to some paper on the back. I put it's just on a little popsicle stick, so in the hole of the spool. So it's a super duper easy finish, and it's super duper cute. You saw the back of the spool. I just put a pin on it so I could change it if I wanted to, so it's not permanently on there. I can just unpin it and take it off and put something else. The paper 18 count comes in white, so I used the Tim Holtz ink, distress ink. Oh, I left it sitting over here on my table. Let me see if I can get you. I use these to dye the paper with, and I just rub them on with a paper towel, and it gives it just that light brown color. You could probably see this one better. Here's the other spool, the fall spool with the crow, and you can kind of see it's just not white anymore. It's just a little bit stained. Here's the fall spool. It says fall. And I thought the colors were really fun, and it's a really fun set. I love the way the perforated paper toppers came out. Yeah, and you could also, if you found a really big spool, put Scarecrow on, but I just decided that I wanted to see him better. I do have pictures on Instagram so you can see these things together. Really hold them all up. This one I don't have the stitch counts, but none of them are very big. Even this one is like 60 by 60 something, 63 by 63 I think. And then the Scarecrow is like 100 by less than 100, 95 maybe. And so there's that. Yeah. Guess that's really all I have about that one. Then I have my last of my earned series that I've done like all the seasons for. This one is just for Stitcher urn. If I can show it without the shadow. It says Stitcher measuring tape with an urn of tomatoes, scissors, little blackbirds. Can add some cute little doodads and ribbon. All the ribbons that I used, except for one, are Lady Dot Create ribbons and trims. So this one is stitched on 32 count artichoke, which is the top color. I don't know if you can see in the video, it's a very pale green, and 32 count laurel by Witchelt. They stitch together easily because they're super like hard and crispy, but they're easy to stitch together. So you don't have to ever add the little X's across the seams because the seams look good. I just like the extra look that it looks like it was stitched together like that. So I add those on top after you stitch them together, which I put in the pattern and all that. But yeah, this is 110 wide by 110 high, like all the other urns. And this is just the stitcher one, so sorry about the shadows. It's not showing up super great. So this is another very quick, fun stitch. And you can stitch it all in one color fabric. It doesn't have to be on 2 colors. I just have a lot of fun with that. But it definitely does not have to be on 2 colors, because that's just an extra step some of you might not want to take. Okay, and so the last one I have, I hope this is all of them. I'd be sad if it's not. But the last one I have is Gingerbread Village, and it comes with 3 designs in the pattern. So it comes with this little guy, gingerbread man in the cup. I don't know if you can see straight through it. I didn't have time to finish it. I literally just finished all these just the other day. It took me forever to get it all together, to get all this stuff together and stitched and finished and pictures taken, and I'm still working on editing the patterns and covers, but they're almost done and they're being printed. I'm getting them printing. So things are underway, as I will be 39 weeks pregnant during the show. So yeah, here's this little cutie. And then I had the Gingerbread Village. No, I called it a Gingerbread Row Pillow. So there's this end of it. And I think my family just got home, so if they bust up in here in a minute, you'll know. Okay, so I have some fun houses, some cute gingerbreads. I like this peppermint plant, and another house. And I just put it on, turn it into a pillow. I love this tinsel trim. It's Lady Dot Creates tinsel trim. So there's that part of the village. And this one, oh, whoopsies. Here's the Gingerbread Village sampler, which is just another fun thing to make. So it's just got a pretty gingerbread house. It's got some mistletoe, candy canes, cups, all that kind of stuff. Okay, so these are, hang on. Okay, I had to let them come in and slam the door. These are all stitched on a 35 count seafoam by Weeks Dye Works. And they use just a few colors of Gentle Arts and Classic Colorworks or DMC. I do have the stitch counts for each of them. Okay. Let's see. Here it is. Okay. So the pillow is 200 wide by 61 high. The sampler is 150 wide by 140 high. And the gingerbread and the hoop is 91 by 91. So that is all of my new releases for Needlework Marketplace. And I hope you enjoyed seeing them all. I hope you could see them all. And it wasn't too dark. It Might have been dark and shadowy. Yep, let me count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know. I can't count. They're all stacked up all over the place. Oh, there's the other one. Okay, yeah. Okay, I think that one's all. There should have been 9. I have 9. They're all posted on my Instagram if you want to see pictures, if maybe those were better. And don't forget to make pre-orders so that shops will know how much to order from me. Kids are sneaking around out there. And yeah, I guess that's it. I guess I'm gonna go and get back to printing and all that kind of stuff. Because we got a lot of work still to do, and yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.